Hey everyone, Reaper here again with another video. Little Reaper's here. Hopefully today he'll stay a little calm, who knows. Say hello, Little Reaper. Watch. Hey, good boy. Well, today I was tagged actually a few weeks back by Ben, man from Beantown, and it was a tag I believe going around to make a video showing some of your top #1 books and top first appearances. So I compiled a bunch of books here, some of my, not every #1 I have, but the #1s that I like, ones that I want to show off, and some of my favorite first appearances, maybe some of my first appearances. Some of my first appearances that you've seen many times, some first appearances that maybe you haven't seen so many times. So I'm looking forward to making this video. Once again, thank you to Ben for, giving me a tag. Getting a little tired, Reaper? Little Reaper? He's not Reaper yet, he's Little Reaper. But thank you so much for tagging me. I had a lot of fun trying to come up with a list of books to make for this video. And at the end of the video, I have a bunch of shout outs to give. I'm long overdue in giving some shout outs. So let's take a look. Say goodbye, Little Reaper. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm back. Little Reaper is getting ready for bed, and I will see if I can make this as quick as I possibly can. So I'm going to start with my #1s, all right, and then I'll move to my first appearances. I don't know how many #1s I have selected here. Originally, I wanted to do 12 of my, favorite #1 books, but I think I have a little bit more, so just bear with me. Ms. Marvel, let's see. What did we do last time? Maybe over here where we get less glare? No. There we go. Ms. Marvel, #1. This is the first time Carol Danvers is Ms. Marvel in her own book. A modern one, Hillbilly, #1. This is with my last video, the video game video I made, Nintendo Power #1. Now, this is not necessarily a comic, but it's certainly a #1 that I really like. I remember I got this, not this particular issue, but I got the Nintendo Power #1 when it first came out. Deadline #1. This is the first appearance of Tank Girl. Here we have a slab coming up. The Crow #1, signed last year at the East Coast Comic Con by James O'Barr himself. Caliber Presents #1, the first appearance of the Crow. I know some people say that Dead World 10 is the first appearance of the Crow. I don't know. I think Caliber Presents #1 is his first appearance, but I'm no expert. Another really cool #1, a modern book. Batman New 52 #1. Now this one's kind of beat up, and I've had this book for 20 some odd years. Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1. There we go. First appearance of the Sinister Six. Yeah, as you can see, the spine probably had some tape on it from years ago, and the tape came off and left some residue. But it's complete. I think it actually still has some tape on it. I haven't looked in this book in years. Grendel #1. This was in my comic book haul #19. Supposedly a rare book. This is also one of my favorites coming up right here. Pretty high grade too. Swamp Thing #1. The first appearance of Alec Holland as Swamp Thing. I'll show you more Swamp Thing later. This was in my last comic book haul, number 20, Savage Tales, number 1, the first appearance of Man-Thing. Some say the inspiration for Swamp Thing. We have a few more number 1s before we get to the first appearances. Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, number 1. I was trying to think about, well, what other number 1s do I want to show? Do I really want to show Spawn, number 1? I was like, I don't think so. I completely forgot I had Luke Cage, number 1. Which is, you know, still a pretty cool book to have, right? Giant Size X-Men, number 1. This is a grail for a lot of people, and rightfully so. And it's also a very cool number 1 to have. A few more here. Daredevil, number 1. First appearance of Daredevil. Awesome book to have. Glad that TV show on Netflix really did well. Finally, Daredevil's getting his due. Walking Dead, number 1, with the black print. Cool book to have for any Walking Dead fan. And my last number 1 that I'm going to show off in this video, X-Men number 1, signed by Stan the Man himself. Got this signed last year at the New York Comic Con. I said if I ever were to get my X-Men signed, it would be by Stan Lee, and I was happy to get it signed by him last year. Okay, those are my number 1 issues. I forget how many there were, but those are some of the number 1s that I have in my collection that I'm pretty proud of. And I wanted to show them off. Now, I'm going to move to my just first appearances. Now, there might be other first appearances in my collection that are cooler, maybe, I don't know. But I just wanted to show some other books. Like I said at the beginning in the intro video, some of them that you may have seen many times before, and maybe some that you haven't really seen that much. Avengers number 57, the first appearance of the Vision. Got this book a long time ago, I think for $10 when I first started collecting. Amazing Spider-Man 13. I've always loved Mysterio. I know he's, you know, with the giant fishbowl on his head, some people think he's corny, but I never thought he was corny. I've always liked Mysterio, his look, and his, you know, powers and all that, so. It's a first appearance that I was always proud to have in my collection. Another one that I'm really proud to have, Primer 2, the first appearance of Grendel, Hunter Rose. Another one. It's been growing on me for a little while. Fantastic Four, number 48, the first appearance of the Silver Surfer and the first cameo appearance of Galactus. This book has a lot of potential. I really hope that Galactus and Silver Surfer and even the Fantastic Four go back to the Marvel Universe, Cinematic Universe, so they could really start making some good films surrounding those characters. Here's one you've seen many times before, not just in my video, but in so many other videos. And you know the story on how I got this book, Amazing Spider-Man 129, excuse me, first appearance of the Punisher and the Jackal. I don't think people are buying it necessarily for the Jackal, though. Iron Man 55. This showed up in Comic Book Haul number 2 a long time ago, almost 3 years ago. First appearance of Thanos, first appearance of Drax the Destroyer, first appearance of the Blood Brothers. I don't know. This one showed up in Comic Book Haul number 19. Albedo 2. First appearance of Usagi Yojimbo. This was on my top 12 books to get for 2017. Very happy to have finally gotten it. Here's a book that you've seen a couple of times before. World's Finest Comics number 3, the first appearance of the Scarecrow. Batman villain. Not somebody else. Here's one that, sorry for the glare on it, but Batman Adventures number 12, first appearance of Harley Quinn. One of my personal favorites is coming up. One that I was so happy when I got it a few years back. And one that's been going up in price as of late. I don't know why, but who knows. Or I said there'd be more Swamp Thing later on, and here he is. The first appearance of the Alex Olson, the original Swamp Thing from the early 1900s. House of Secrets 92. Love this book, love the cover, love Bernie Wrightson. It's unfortunately that he passed away after being sick. You know, he's been sick for quite some time. I would have loved to have met him and maybe crack this out or have him sign my Swamp Thing #1 if I didn't want to crack this one out, but a little too late for that. Maybe we have a few more. Detective Comics 359, first appearance of Batgirl. This is another book that's been on the rise due to the movie announcement by Joss Whedon. So get it if you can. It's a pretty cool book to have. Batman 121, the first appearance of Mr. Freeze, a book that I'm so proud to have in my collection. And for those that have watched my videos before, you've heard me comment that it was this book here that I felt was the beginning of me legitimizing my Batman collection with the first appearance of Mr. Freeze. Really nice to have. I think the price on that book fluctuates. Sometimes it's expensive, sometimes it goes down a little. I don't know what it's going for right now. Here's one that you never see. No, I'm sure you see this all the time, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's a pretty important book in my collection. Incredible Hulk 181, the first full appearance of Wolverine. I've had a few copies of this throughout my whole collecting life. I had one, which was the original one that I had, that had the Marvel stamp removed. The seller that sold the book to me didn't bother to tell me that. I wouldn't have known to look for it anyway when I first started collecting. So then I got a couple other Incredible Hulks. I wound up selling them throughout the years, but this is the one I decided to keep. I had a 7.0 and I sold that for, you don't even want to know, very low price. But happy to still have this one. That's two crown jewels in my collection so far. Detective Comics 66, first appearance of Two-Face. And last, here we go again. Detective Comics 140, first appearance of the Riddler. Well, that's my video, and I had a lot of fun coming up with a list of books to put in this video. It was really it was a challenge to narrow down some of the #1s. Not that I have a ton of #1s, because I really don't, but #1s that I thought people might enjoy looking at and seeing. And first appearances, I mean, I have a lot of first appearances. A lot of people have a lot of first appearances. Just narrowing down which first appearances I wanted to showcase. There are more to show, but I wanted to show these off, and I thought you would all enjoy it. But once again, Ben, thank you so much for tagging me. I appreciate you always tagging me and thinking of me. It means a lot, and it keeps me going. And I really had a lot of fun making this video. But before I go, I want to give some shout-outs. I have quite a list here because the last couple of videos, I don't think I've been giving out too many shout-outs, and I like to do that every now and then. To once again shout out people that I've watched their videos. I enjoy watching their videos, and some new guys in the community. I don't know how many new ones I have here. I think actually I think just one. But let's just run it down. Of course, I'm gonna give a shout out to Russell, Batcave Comics 83, my friend from England. I hope to see, maybe I'd like to see you do a video like this, Russ. So if you could consider that a shout out and a tag. Another guy from England that I haven't really watched, I haven't seen much from him as of late. Maybe I haven't checked in a while. Maybe that's it. White Nova Comics, Richard. I enjoy his videos. So check him out. He's really cool, and I think he does some reaction videos too sometimes. I have to double check. But definitely give Richard a sub him. Rebel Comics, Larry, the co-creator of Nyobi. He just came back from the Calgary. I think it's I forget the name of the con, Larry, so please forgive me on that. but he was nice enough to send me some digital copies of his comic book Nyobi 1, 2, and 3, and they were really good. I liked number 1 a lot. I think the other 2 were really good, but I really liked the artwork, which I think it's done by Steve. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name correctly, so please forgive me. Beaulieu. Forgive me for that. I'll have to, when I go back and edit this video, I'll have to put in the correct spelling. But yes, I enjoyed those issues very much, and I hope the Calgary, where you were in Calgary, west coast of Canada, I hope that worked out really well for you, Larry. Also give a shout out to Julian, Gotham Comics, who I had the privilege of going to the East Coast Comic Con 2 weeks ago with. It was great meeting him. He came down from Boston, so shout out to him. Here's the new guy that I stumbled upon. Splash Page Comics. This guy's very entertaining. He has a lot of great Silver Age books. He's really building a good Silver Age collection. And one comment he made to me recently in response to a comment I made on his video, that he doesn't really go for the modern stuff too much, so he's going back to, I guess, his roots, which is collecting Silver Age. And believe me, I hear you on that. I personally don't really go for the moderns that much, although I do have moderns, but the reason why I started collecting 25 years ago, my interest in getting some of those Silver Ages. So, big shout out to Splash Page. Of course, the great legend, Rob, super guy, very nice guy, very genuine guy. Check out his live auctions. I think they are every other Saturday. If I'm wrong, Rob, please correct me in the comments. Definitely check out his videos. He's really super guy. Marvin88, Marvin. He also puts out great videos, and it's always a pleasure to see his collection grow. As well, Mr. Rigor Mortis, Avian, another great YouTuber. Check out those guys. Still have a few more to go here. Trinity Comics, Jeremy, I like his videos a lot. You might want to give him a shot if you haven't watched any of his stuff. Of course, Vince, Semperfi Comic Guy. I don't think he doesn't make videos as much or at all anymore, but you can always go back and check out his old content and sub him and see how he's doing. Great guy. I'd like to shout out all the New York Warriors. Marky 316, Biggie's Comics, Manny NYC. Who else? There's Erod. Please forgive me if I didn't write down or remember all the names, but you check out the New York Warriors, you'll see who they all are. So big shout out to them. Comic Cryptic Castle Hills, Mike, he's been back for some time now, so his channel was taken down last year, but it's good to see he's back and making videos steadily, so check him out. And last, my friend Andoni, her collects comics. Really like talking with Andoni. Look forward to seeing him again. I know I'm supposed to see him again at the Garden State Con coming up in July. Actually, Mrs. Reaper is going to be going to that one, so that's going to be her first con. So it should be pretty interesting. So please check out all the guys that I mentioned. Thank you for sticking around to listen to all my shout outs. Thank you for watching the video, and if you like this video, please like and leave a comment. I enjoy talking with everybody. Once again, man from Beantown, Ben, so obviously sub him. Thank you for tagging me, my friend. It's been really fun making this video, and I hope to make a couple more videos over the next couple of months. I usually make videos every other month, but try to do videos like this and other things just to keep it going, okay? Thank you, everyone, for watching, and hope you all have a good night and take care. Bye-bye.